again. Okay, for this theme activity, it's all about plants. Yes. First, let's sing the new song that we've been singing this week. If you got the sun and if you've got the rain, you can plant a little seed in the old back lane. You rake and you hoe and you keep the weeds down. You might find some roots growing down from the seed that you planted in the ground. If you've got the sun and if you got the rain, you can plant a little seed in the old back lane. You rake and you hoe and you keep the weeds down. You might find a stem growing up from the roots and the seed that you planted in the ground. If you've got the sun and if you've got the rain, you can plant a little seed in the old back lane. You rake and you hoe and you keep the weeds down. You might find some leaves growing out from the stem and the roots of the seed that you planted in the ground. If you've got the sun and if you got the rain, you can plant a little seed in the old back lane. You rake and you hoe and you keep the weeds down. You might find a flower growing out from the stem and the leaves and the roots of the seed that you planted in the ground. Okay, I wanted to talk to you about some roots, and then I have an activity of planting kitchen scraps. Some of the food that you normally throw away. What? Okay, here's a book called Roots by Vijaya, Khisty, Bodach. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Roots. Plants need roots so they don't fall over. Roots grow down into the ground. Those roots are keeping that plant from falling down. Roots get food for the plant. They suck up the water and they get some food from the soil too. Mostly the water. That's what they need, a lot of. So the roots help them get the water. Roots send the water up the plant. Stems carry the food to the rest of the plant. Long tree roots spread out under the soil. They search for the water below. Shallow cactus roots soak up rain really quickly, and then they store the water for the plants. When there's no water, they'll keep it in the roots and in the stems. Water lily roots grow down into the mud. It keeps them from floating away. We eat some roots. Carrots are the tap roots, or leafy green carrot plants. Which part of the carrot do we eat? The stems and leaves, or the root? The root! Turnips are root vegetables. They taste good in soups and salads. We heard about a turnip story on Wednesday, I think. Wonderful roots! Roots help plants stay alive and grow. These are radishes, I think. Okay, so I wanted to show you some roots that I had. I have some radishes. Here's the root. We don't eat the stem or leaves on this one. We only eat the root. Here's the carrots. That's the root part. We don't eat the leaves or stem of the carrots. That would make us sick. Here's some beets. Yum. Those are yummy too. We can eat the leaves of the beets. We can eat them. This is not a root. That's a fruit. It's an apple. These are stem. These are onions. And we can eat the bulb, but we don't eat those little roots. We usually cut those off. These are leaves. These are not roots. And potatoes, sometimes people think they're the roots, but they're not. This potato has no roots on it. But look at this one. Those are the roots. Can you see them? Let's see if I can. There we go. Get it up close. These are the roots of the potato. Not the potato. The potato is a tuber. Let's check out this page. Here's the potato, and it started to grow its roots and stems and leaves. We're going to plant some of these things. There's an onion. The roots. We don't eat the roots of the onion. We eat the bulb of the onion. So let's plant some of these things that were just in my kitchen. Did you know that there's so many things in your kitchen that you can plant and they'll grow? Well, let's start off with this lettuce. So usually we cut the bottom of the lettuce, and then sometimes that gets thrown away or put in the compost. But did you know you could put it in water and maybe roots will grow down here? So I'm going to put that in water. Same thing with the carrots. Usually we cut off that top. Woo! Rolled away. And usually people just throw this away. But guess what? It might grow again. I'm going to put that in water. I'm going to do the same thing for the beets. I'm going to have to hold it. I'm going to put that part in water. We'll see what happens. What else should I put in water here? These radishes are still yummy good, so I'm going to eat those. We did the carrots. Ooh, the potatoes. Okay, here's something interesting about the potatoes. The potatoes have something that is called an eye. And they're not really eyes to see, but that's what people call them. And at every eye, a new plant can grow. So as you see, that's an eye. That's where a new plant can grow. Here's another eye. That's where another new plant can grow. There's another one. So guess what? I can cut these up so I have just an eye in each cut and grow that many plants. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut that one off. Now that's going to be a new plant. And I'm going to cut this one off. That's going to be a new plant. And let's see. Here's another one. I'm going to cut that. That's going to be a new plant. I have a whole bag. Look at this. This has so many different ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to cut them up and get new plants from each of these. Let me show you how to plant potatoes a very easy way. I have a bucket, but guess what? This bucket got a hole. Something melted in the bucket, and so now we can't use it for watering anymore. But I can use it to plant potatoes. When I plant potatoes, I start with a little bit of water. See, you can, soil. You can see the bottom. And I will put these pieces in the soil. I'm going to put them so if there's any growing pieces, they're going to be up like that. Okay, I'm just burying it underneath cover. And I'll put them all like that. Did I get all of them? Now I'm just going to cover them and water them, keep them watered. And then, as they grow, I will add more soil. As they keep growing, I'm going to add more soil until it's all the way up to here. And then I will stop. And then I will let it grow as it wants to. And then guess what? When it is all done growing at the end of the summer and fall, when the leaves die, that means that it's ready. And then the whole bucket will be full of new potatoes to eat. Okay, let's see what else we can plant from our kitchen scraps. We did that. Oh, the apple. Let's do this apple. So I'm going to cut it. And what's inside an apple that we might be able to plant? Did you notice this apple was kind of yucky? I'm not going to eat it anymore. But guess what? It can be planted. There's the seeds. There they are. Here's some apple seeds. I'm going to plant them. I'm going to plant them in here. I have some takeout containers. I always use leftover recycled stuff to plant my things. Okay, planting the seeds. Oh, you know what else? I had some peas that were old, and I let them, and instead of eating them and throwing them away, I let them dry. Some snap peas, and look what's inside. It's the seed, the pea seed. So I'm going to put that in there too. Anything that you see has seeds in it, like your melon, if there's seeds in the melon. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, I saw that we had some green onions, and it didn't look too good, and it looked like they're starting to grow again. Actually, they don't look like they're good to eat, but I can grow them. Now there's some things that need deep soil and some things that don't. And these onions, I'm going to give them a little bit of a deep soil like that so that they can have some stability. These carrots, what do you think? Do they need deep soil or a little bit of soil? They need a lot because we need to cover the whole carrot in soil. So they need deep soil to grow in. So these, I'm just going to stick them right in. Ta-da! I have a nice yogurt container. And guess what? They're going to keep growing, and they're going to make more onions. Boom! Done! Did we plant so many things? I'm so excited! You can have such a big garden just from all the kitchen scraps. Okay, I hope you guys have fun doing that and finding out what you can plant from your food in your kitchen that you might normally throw away. And I hope you guys have a very planting day.